Tested one.
And we're live. It's another week, another session. I was watching, but welcome everyone to another episode of Aetherseed Cycle of Stars, our D&D 5th edition live play game. Before going into things, go around the room as always, and people can tell you who they are, who they're playing, and if they so desire, where you can find them in the dark corners of the internet. So, Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Dagobert Swiftfoot, a Lightfoot halfling rogue. Things are just getting interesting.
Like to hear that. Hey.
Hello, I am Nate. I'm playing Errol Remenash, the Cragling police officer, and I'm holding a very interesting box.
Jade.
So there's a motorbike outside. I was trying to stop the sound. I'm Jade, and I play Will, a fire genasi. You can find me on all sorts of Instagram and other multimedia where I can give you links somewhere else. And also playing vampires every fortnight on Friday.
Good. And Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. So I'm playing RaQui MriTtyur. I'm the resident medical examiner, and I am still trying to rebuild my notes.
So, last time we played, Errol took RaQui and met up with his partner at the apartment of their main suspect, Biros, the man they had allegedly encountered in the food factory where all this began, only to find the man dead by hanging. It didn't take long for RaQui to realize that the man had been killed in a different manner and his apparent death staged. The group looked over the place and found evidence of different locations, different situations, and different crimes, and essentially found some leads on where to pursue the investigation. On her end, Will saw Lauren, her old acquaintance, the person she had followed before, and which what led her to the factory in the first place, and across a good chunk of the continent as they took it from one country to another. She went outside without telling anyone, but the resident seekers were ready to fall in line and offer some protection. She encountered Lauren, but at the same time also encountered a curious tiefling with a red suit and a skin as black as obsidian, with shadows pouring from his eyes. He offered some threats and then took Lauren and walked straight through a wall, which Will took pictures of to use as evidence of her testimony for the police. With the evidence that Errol found leading to a warehouse district and something of a rough part in town, especially for members of the police, his partner suggested perhaps it was time to use all their resources, which included both Will and the very, very shady, apparently, allegedly shady Dagobert. And thus, the rest of the group were added to the case as consultants. And they're now going through all the evidence to see where their case leads them next. Errol also met a member of his family, an uncle, and spoke to his mother about him and was told in no uncertain terms not to form any form of contact or bond with that gentleman. But when Errol mentioned the threats on his life, the tone changed and said, pretty much, if you're already in trouble, give your uncle a call. So we pick up the next day. It is day 20th of the month Scar. And you are all still in the Seekers Guild building, which has been by an arrangement with the police to serve as housing for at least 3 members of this group. Those being RaQui, Will, and Dagobert. Since they're, as far as the Seekers know, they don't have any other place to go. In the morning, you are all, you all go down and there's breakfast being prepared. And the receptionist of the Seekers Guild comes to you and explains the situation. Explains that the rooms you have are available to you for the duration of your stay, as was agreed with the police, unless you wish to make your own arrangements. He explains that now that you are active participants in this case and no longer, let's say, persons of interest or, you know, just people offering testimony that need to be protected, but actually are going to be working actively with the police as consultants, you are, well, very much on your own. They will offer the place for you to rest, but they won't be going with you to offer any form of protection, since that would mean, in some ways, interfering with police business. What do you do?
I'm going to make a phone call.
Very good.
Basically to my lovely friend, Lord Mulling, if he's around, or if not, I will talk to his secretary.
Your call is forwarded to him, and he's, hello?
Hey, this is Will. I'm calling back regarding the police mix-up that was happening, and I just wanted to update you to let you know that I am now actually helping them out.
Oh, that is good to hear. Do you know when you will be back in Felinor?
No, I don't. Oh, when do you need me back? When?
That is, Will, can I call you Will?
Yeah, I would prefer it.
Well, it's up to you when you return. I'm ready to pick up on, continue our discussion and move on with any arrangement as soon as you return. There is no, let's say there's no deadline on my end. Though I do wonder if, let's just say from a fiscal perspective, I do kind of worry about your business since you aren't running it.
Yeah.
And just a word of advice, when you do get home, just toss the fridge out in its entirety. Don't look inside, don't open it. Speaking from experience from someone, who used to live alone and traveled a lot.
That is very good advice. I guess I suppose I should do that. Actually, something I kind of was wondering. So there's this guy who kind of turned up here, who was a bit mean looking. I was just wondering if you might came across anyone on like your travels, or if you can maybe keep an eye out in Felinor, because I don't know if they've turned up there. They're a bit they seem to be taking people.
I'll be honest, I try to stay away from that kind of thing. It's not exactly, you know, I don't really get mixed up in that kind of thing.
No, I know that. It's just, well, he wore a I don't know if it looks expensive, but he wore a suit. And as you're a businessman, I thought maybe may have seen him in passing or something.
I mean, you have not given me any description whatsoever. Just he has a suit.
No, I know that. I was just I was going to get to that, but I just thought I'd kind of work around there. But basically, he was very tall. He's tiefling. He has like antler horns. He had like shadows coming out of his eyes. I don't think that's a thing that he does every single day. Might be. I don't know. And he happened to like the color red.
I know many people of tiefling ancestry, and quite a few of them enjoy the color red. Shadows from the eyes, those, no, that haven't come across that one. And frankly, I don't want to.
No. That's good. At least I know that. Yeah, well, I just want to warn you, because as you seem to be in a very similar business to myself, he has been taking people, or getting others to take people for experimenting, I'm guessing. I just thought you might need to be aware of that in case you have any regulars or people who may.
Okay, that's concerning. Let me speak to some of the people in the foundation, and if I find something out, I'll let you know.
Cool. What I will do, if it's okay, is can I take your email and I can forward over a picture that one of the people went and drew for me?
Yeah, I'll send you a text with the email address.
Cool. So yeah, that's the update. Just thought I'd kind of keep you in the loop, and yeah, I'll send that picture across.
Glad to hear from you. Let me know when you're home.
I will do. I guess have a nice day.
You too. And he hangs up.
Yep. I kind of like.
A few minutes later, you get an email address to send to.
Cool. And I make sure that I have a picture or a photo of the drawing that was taken, and then drawing that was.
You don't have an actual photo of the man.
No, but we do have a picture that RaQui drew.
Yep.
Which was very, very good. So hopefully that will be sort of good enough at the moment. And I just like, yeah, it didn't really show up on security camera, and not security, on camera. It was a bit fuzzy. So if you have any footage at like any of your places, it might go a bit fuzzy. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do, because might as well.
Anyone else?
Errol's probably been looking at this box in the evening the night before, but it's morning now, so.
You still have the note with the message deciphered from last time.
Yeah, the only thing that he had that came with the box was a pen, if I remember. But that was, he has the pen. He could tap the pen on the box, but he's not very good at these sorts of things. He doesn't like surprises or riddles. He probably also would shoot a text to Uncle Giovanni, great Uncle Giovanni, saying, lunch, ?
You get a message that says, sure, bring your friends.
He'll respond just, why? ? Again.
You need my help, right?
Possibly against better judgment.
Then
Yes.
It's your choice. Either bring them or don't come at all. And then you get a message, those are my terms, nephew.
Then I will discuss it over breakfast with the friends. Friends is a loose term here. Yeah, he'll just sort of bring it up. But I'll get to that if any of you, once we're back in scene, if anybody's got anything else they want to do.
Okay.
I'm going to head to the library and see if Master Gleamscale's got my books ready yet.
He does. There's about 27 volumes on sightings, legends, histories, anything relating to the quiet.
I'm gonna start reading.
Make an
I am gonna. Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Uh, 14. Not so good today.
14. You get through a couple of the earlier tomes because they're fairly dense and are more like journals, so there's a lot of nonsense to filter through. And what you get are two facts. One, the earliest mention of someone who might be a member of the Quiet is from about 250 years ago. So, a quarter of a millennium there. At the time, it was an assassination of a political figure in Felnor. And what was curious is the person was killed with a stab to the back of the neck in the middle of a very public dance, and no one could find the culprit. It just slipped in, killed, slept out, no one the wiser. And the other piece of information you find is that the first sighting of what people might, of what most agree is an agent of the Quiet, happened about 130 years later, when during an assassination, what was agreed was it was a botched assassination, and the would-be victim actually fought back and fought the agent to essentially a standstill. And you see a drawing of almost like a portrait of the event of the fight, taken by for historical reasons, and you see that it is very similar to that strange appearance that your agent took in the factory. That completely white almost like bodysuit with the like angular helmet. All again covered in that almost cloth, no real features except almost like the imprint of a skull on the cloth itself, and strange ridges and almost like things under the cloth with, you know, that you can see the outline of. What's curious is that the fight that is in the image shows this other person fighting with a rapier, and the Agent of the Quiet fighting barehanded and stopping the blade in his hands.
Okay.
And I'll give you one other thing for your 14 is that the name The Quiet is a recent classification. It's only been acknowledged by, let's call it international authorities, something in the last 15 years, because they needed to give them a name. Something that in the wake of, you know, all the different political and economical dealings and alliances, particularly those forming from Cardis, security forces and police forces and military, in that spirit of cooperation, needed to compare notes and find a common set of terms to talk about certain things. And that's kind of when the name The Quiet came in.
Okay.
It was defined exactly because that is the best description everyone has about the way they operate. Because you never hear them. They don't speak. They don't have a giggle. They just show up, kill, and move away.
Super. Okay. Once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna head somewhere to find some breakfast, I guess.
Yeah, there's a big cafeteria. You find that aside from you, there's about 12 people, different ancestries, different form of dress. Some with more almost like SWAT gear, others just on t-shirts and jeans. Basically, it's about a dozen seekers in this building, like active ones plus staff and so on. You do see the head seeker, Timothy, is sat down at the table with the rest of his with the rest of the seekers of this branch, and they seem to be going through like a morning meeting where like they're eating and he's throwing papers, almost like assignments at them, like, we got this, you handle that, and so on. He is still same person you saw, almost this elven person, but with crystals jutting out of the skin, almost like diamonds that form a beard even. And he's dressed in just like a simple, like a smoking jacket / robe, but that has a glint to it that makes you wonder if it's made of fabric or some form of very flexible crystalline material. It's very strange, but it does have it when the light hits it. It does seem to radiate a bit of light, like reflected back. Is Dagobert doing anything?
Yeah, Dagobert's researching the area of the factories, trying to find out what the population makeup is and stuff like that.
Make an investigation check. Are you contacting anyone that you know for information, or just doing a bit of investigation on your own?
Just a bit on my own. That's a 10.
The area is mostly a warehouse district, so there's a lot of there's a lot of footwork, mostly from just industrial workers and everyone involved in anything that is related to one of the warehouses. You do find that there is a suspected criminal element using some of the warehouses and some of the area. It is not a nice part of town, but you don't really find too much information specifically on where you might be going. You just see names of companies. You do find that the let's say the address that Errol, did you share the address of where the paint work could be found?
Yes.
Okay. You looking through that, even with your 10, you don't find anything other than what's listed as the who owns that warehouse. You don't find, any information on the specific people or anything going on in the area. You do see that it belongs to Mayflower Paintings Incorporated.
Okay. Do I have any idea what the racial makeup's like? Like, are any of these other weirdos going to stand out?
It's a modern city. Washay is the capital of Meru. You'll find anything there. Any number of people from any number of ancestries. I mean, not really. There isn't. If Errol stands out, it's because he has a cop face, and that's about it. And he moves like a cop and walks like a cop. But he won't. It's not a case where he's of a specific, race, and that will make him stand out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all I want to do for now.
Okay. So you're all then, you're all having breakfast. If Errol, you want to do anything, it's up to you.
Okay. So I hope everybody is well rested. Obviously, we need to do some scouting out today, if possible, if everybody's up for that. And I would prefer it to be more of a scouting out than getting into any kind of dangerous situations.
What does the scouting out entail?
Information gathering, finding out if there are people coming and going from these specific buildings, who they are. Usually it's better to know what you're walking into before you walk into a place. I expect probably all agree with me, but if you don't, I still think that's the way to do it. On a secondary note, I have we'll call them a contact, who I have on some grounds been told can possibly help us with the problems we find ourselves in. I are happy to meet us for lunch, but they do want to meet all of us, not just myself. So if you'd all like to come, we can go. But I will say this individual is quite suspicious. But they are family. Not that I knew that until yesterday. RaQui, you saw them, possibly.
No, I was too busy investigating other stuff.
Well, they turned up at that crime scene.
How suspicious? Like, scary tiefling with shadow coming out of his eyes, suspicious, or like
Tiefling, but
suspicious?
Tiefling is part of my family. That side of my family. Suspicious because I have never met them. I haven't met really anybody on that side of my family, and they turned up at a crime scene in the middle of all of this, telling me if I was in trouble, I should call them. So make of that what you will.
And you didn't arrest them or put them under?
Why would I arrest them? They're not doing anything.
Because they were
suspicious. Yes. Not immediately. You were suspicious and in the middle of a crime scene. In the thick of the crime scene. He was standing outside waiting for me. You can't just arrest people for no reason. You have to have a reason. And you weren't necessarily arrested. Dagobert got arrested when he fled, but before that, you were just being asked to come down for some questioning.
Have you got anyone tailing him then?
He basically vanished, so no. I just wanted you all to be aware of this situation, and I am probably going to meet them lunchtime-ish.
Where and when?
I will reply to them to say that we're all coming, and I'm sure we will arrange where and when exactly. And I'll fire off the text message of, we will come.
I assume you're paying.
I'll pay.
Good.
Everyone's got money
there.
to pay.
I always love a second breakfast.
Okay. Can I make one request though? I don't want to be at one of these like fancy smancy places.
I'm probably not going to pick the place. I'll respond to him and just say where and when.
The Starlit Chateau.
Sorry, Will. Starlit
Chateau. Noon.
I really hope
Chateau.
there isn't a dress code.
Noon. Does Errol know where that is?
Yes. You've had at least one. Here's a question. Do Errol and his husband celebrate anniversaries?
Yes.
You've had at least one anniversary dinner there. It's in the middle of SmackDown, in the middle of downtown, and it is a very famous, very high-end restaurant. As far as you know, it only serves dinner. There is no. It opens, let's say at dusk. It operates. It's more of a nightly thing. It doesn't have a lunch service. It doesn't have a breakfast service or anything like it.
Does everyone know if there's a dress code? Probably
at
fancy,
night. Yes, it is. It is a very nice place.
Sorry, Will. Where we're going is not necessarily what you would prefer, but it doesn't normally open, so this could This could be just us, maybe. I don't really know. Oh, hang on.
Then
We should probably coordinate. We should share phone numbers, everybody, because then at least we can keep in touch.
Oh, speaking of phone numbers, I need your husband's number, please.
Why?
Because reasons.
Because she
Reasons
likes him.
is not enough to...
He said to ask you for his number, so I'm asking you for his number.
That
He knows
sounds.
his own number.
I don't remember him saying that. He did? Oh, well then.
Everybody else is nodding.
Yeah, he did.
You did, because we were going to share recipes.
Yeah.
Right, yes, yes.
I mean, you can have his number. Errol's looking at the rest of you like, did he really say that?
Yeah, Ricky's just gonna nod.
Actually, RaQui was not there. RaQui was in her
You were with
room
me.
taking notes. Kat saw it, RaQui did not.
Was this not after when he was leaving with
No, this was before
Errol's
dinner.
mum?
I think it
Okay,
was when
I'll take it
they were
back.
eating because we were in the other room and then we got shot.
I take it back. Ricky knows nothing.
I'll tell you what, give me your number and I'll text it to him. I feel very strange handing someone we don't know very well my husband's number.
We were talking about recipes.
I'm sure he's very excited to try all sorts of new things.
Then I will hand you my number. And you better give it to him. And I'm going
will.
to sit there and I'm going to watch you and wait for you to send it to him.
You're very strange.
I just want his number.
You're very strange. I really do mean it though, everybody. We should share numbers so that we can coordinate if we're not together. And Errol will just like write his number down and hand it across to Ricky.
I shall add it to my phone and give you mine in return. I'll write mine on the same piece of paper.
And I add Will and I add everybody if Dagobert gives me a number.
Dagobert just turns on NFT and taps his phone to yours. You get a little calling card coming up.
That's too much for Errol. He doesn't know how to do that.
Dagobert Swiftfoot with a website address, which is where he blogs a lot of the news, and his telephone number.
Okay. I add everybody to my contact list and Errol sends a good morning. Hope you're doing well to just a morning, love you text to Corin, and then afterwards sends apparently the cook lady said you wanted her number, so here it is. And he sends it to him.
You see that your message was sent, has not been received.
What time is it?
It is about 8 a.m.
You should be up. Oh, paranoia.
I take everyone else's number.
We'll text his mother. Hope all is well. Meeting Uncle Giovanni today, noon. And where I'm meeting him, so that she knows. And then say, everything okay? Like, as in, everyone okay?
You say that your message was sent, received, but you get no reply.
Yeah, that's not surprising from her, but I wanted clarification. Makes me very paranoid. Cannot tell.
Even makes you paranoid.
It does. sends the same message to his dad, but then doesn't look at his phone, so he doesn't see it get sent and not read.
Okay. Then I won't tell you what happens.
Or see if I get a response.
Since you don't look at it, it's Schrodinger's message.
Well, I mean, my phone will buzz if I get a response, so...
You don't get a response.
So paranoid now. Okay.
Are you right? You look like the colours changed from your face slightly.
Yeah. No one's responding to me, and that... It's 8 o'clock. I will give it an hour.
They're probably at work.
Yes. Well, mostly.
So, do you think that we need to change clothes for this lunch?
Do you have a change of clothes?
No, I came through a portal.
That's why I was asking. You asked.
Well, that's why I want to know, because then if we need to go and get some things, then I need to go and get some things.
Well, noon is this first meeting. We can go there, and then we can go and scope out the factories if you guys have things to do this morning.
I mean, I'm just going in my scrubs. That's all I have, and I don't have time for shopping. So, if there's a dress code, tough.
I suggest maybe you should do some shopping, because we don't want you wandering around doing scouting with you standing out. It's a factory. There are no hospitals in the area.
But I never go shopping. I don't have time for shopping.
Well,
I just work.
You're going to have to make some time. Or maybe there's...
But I've never shopped in my life. I wouldn't know what to get.
Clothes that fit you.
Oh, God. She's having an existential crisis right now.
You know what? We just go down to the station.
These wings.
We'll go down to the station. They probably have something.
We're in a big guild who go out doing adventuring. Maybe they have need to do scouting on occasion. So maybe they've got some clues they could at least lend us. Well, you guys.
I mean, I can go home and get changed.
Yes, because that's a fucking good situation. You're going home?
I'm going to get changed.
You're going home
where they know
a safe house was attacked.
Yeah, well, I still need to figure out why nobody is responding to me.
Errol?
Either because they're dead, they don't like you.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
They've cut off communications to ensure that they stay safe.
That is probably the best thing. That is probably what it is. They don't want to reply because they're trying to stay safe, because you're going to go and have a freak out, go home, and have more of a freak out.
Maybe the quiet of jammers. Maybe they're intercepting your signal so that you do run home, so they can stab you in the back.
Errol?
Okay.
Based on information that we have gained recently, Errol, looking at you with a very stern face right now, going home, not going to happen.
Yeah, okay. You're making very valid points. I need... Nope.
Why don't you just, if you're that concerned about your house...
No, I'm not going to my house.
No, I was going to say, get one of your friends to come over.
Friends? He's got no friends. But what you could probably do is, phone up the cops, ask them to do a drive-by.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the precinct anyway. So
no, don't go to the precinct anyway. God, how fucking stupid are you?
We literally went yesterday. We literally went there yesterday. You do know that, right?
Yeah, and it was a stupid idea then, and it's a stupid idea now, especially going on your own.
They're the police.
Yeah,
this is our investigation. We're all what?
You're going to walk from here to the police station.
I was gonna drive, not walk, but
Well, we've all heard about your driving. Maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe you should
At this point, whilst they're arguing, Ricky's going to get over and go over to Tibothy and just ask Tibothy politely whether or not he has anybody spare that can potentially check up that everything's okay with Errol's family.
Tibothy gives you a look. Knows. And he just points to Errol and says, he works with the police. Aren't they available? I can send someone out, but you know what? Talk to Bolus and the reception. It'll be his call.
Thank you. I'm just going to go back over to them and explain that and say, look, if you can't get anybody from the precinct to go and check him out, we can go and speak to him at the reception. And then we can get somebody to go and check. That way you don't have to go and look for anything or whatever. And it's just a phone call rather than having to go silly places where you put your life at risk.
You're all acting as if I'm not still at work on duty right now. I'm literally in the middle of an investigation. That means I have to have contact with my precinct.
You know that thing in your hand that we just swapped information for, called a telephone? You know that if you press a number of the precinct and you put it up to your
another thing entirely.
and put it up to your ear, you can talk and you don't have to go to the precinct and put your life in danger.
There's a valid point.
So there are also resources that I may need to collect or have brought to me, which means people coming and going from the precinct to me, whether that's me myself or someone else.
Who's actually in danger of being killed by the
well, me. So if I go and get killed...
Yeah, and if they come here, they won't get killed.
You think that. Generally speaking, if you put yourself somewhere untouchable, bad things happen to the people that you care about, if they are known. My husband's already been in danger. And now he's not responding to me.
Yeah, but the longer that we sit here arguing about this, the longer it's going to take to check them out. If you pick up the phone now, ask somebody to go and check. Otherwise, you're waiting for the end of this conversation. Then you're waiting for the time it's going to take to get over to the precinct, by which time somebody could have already gone and checked. Why don't you just give them a call?
Fine. But this was supposed to be the end of the conversation where everybody went about their business. Because if y'all are going shopping and doing whatever, guess what? That means you're going alone.
No, we've already discussed this. We're going to ask the guild for some clothes.
Well, you guys are all very strange people. And he just gets up and goes back to his room to make some phone calls.
Okay, Errol is heading to his room to make some calls. What about the rest of you?
He needs a good massage. Or something to untense him.
Can't fix paranoia.
Ricky's going to head to reception to speak to Bolus to ask about clothes and also whether or not there would be somebody that could go and check out if nobody from the precinct can go.
I'm going to follow Ricky because clothes, it's a good shout.
I'm just checking through my kit, checking it, sure it's all there, checking what I've got in my disguise kit. I think I'm going to be needing that in a bit. Checking me spare clothes.
You have everything that you ever had in your backpack.
I'm good to go.
Bolus looks at both of you. We do keep a certain amount of donated clothes, which we then take to shelters and other charitable ventures. I'm going to ask just spitballing here. Do you have money?
I currently have nothing on me.
So you had 0 money when you left Eleanor?
It was all in my van.
Kept your money in your van?
It's just asking to get nicked.
I mean, I didn't have much money anyway.
Right. So I'm looking at both of you. You have a good style. You need a makeover, dear. Scrubs are very nice, but they're not going out to the street wear.
They're practical. I do.
You see her pick up.
Go out.
You see her pick up almost like a wheel from a terminal and says, Miran, can you come here, please? I need you to escort 2 of our guests to get some clothes. And she hangs up. They hang up and go, it's just going to be a second. You may want to step a bit to the sides. Splash zone and all.
I step to the side.
Gonna move out the
Make
way.
sure to kind of step so that my hair is the opposite direction.
Yeah, as you step aside, the ceiling begins to bleed. And it forms like a perfect, almost circle of blood. And through it descends a very gray-looking figure. Dressed in a gray shirt with a leather jacket and cargo pants and boots with like chains on them. And the figure has, you can see them have long white hair in a braid. They turn have like these almost like John Lennon sunglasses and go, hello, I'm Miran. I'm supposed to take you shopping then. Excuse me, bolus my budget. Put it on the expense account. Don't go overboard.
Oh, actual shopping.
Yes.
No.
Good. Now, let's go. We have places to see, things to do, and I'm going to be taking you on a whirlwind trip of magic, wonder, and good taste. Now, let's go.
I'm going to follow and I'm going to drag Ricky with me. Like, come on.
Do I have to?
Yes.
No. Okay. I don't want to go.
Errol,
I guess I'm making phone calls.
who are you calling? Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters. Okay. I'll call the precinct. Not necessarily the boss, but
Yeah, it sends basically the reception sergeant, whose name is Willen.
I say
Willen. Willen. Basically apostrophe E-N. Like accent-y.
precinct reset.
There's
Sarge.
Sergeant Willen speaking. Who am I talking to?
Good morning. Detective Reminash here.
Harold.
Yeah.
What can I help you with?
Listen, are you aware of the situation that I'm dealing with right now?
Not the full details, but get the gist that you and a few others were in kind of some protection deal, something.
Yeah, there's shit happening. Could you possibly, and you can clear it with the captain, she'll call me if she's not happy. Could you just get some guys to just swing past my house maybe a couple times to see if it looks like there's any signs of life?
Yeah, I can send some uniforms there, and we'll let you know what
or
they
any
tell me.
signs of trouble.
Yeah, I can send someone and let you know if anything is up.
Yeah, thank you. If there's just nobody home, then there's no one home, because I think Corin was with my mother, but on the off chance that, yeah, just let me know.
Will do. Anything else?
No, tell the captain we are scouting some
Errol,
things out
I'll be
today.
detective. I'm gonna be honest. If you need to report something to the captain, do it your damn self.
No, because she doesn't need to hear it. Just if she asks, tell her that I reported in.
Okay, will do.
Thanks.
Bye.
And I hang up.
And now you wait.
I'm going to check the news to see if there was any mention of, because we did send.
The news mentioned that a Triton worker for the Foundation was found dead. Just kidding.
I'm assuming that you're shitting me.
Yeah, I'm shitting. What are you looking for in the news?
I imagine that if there was any shit that happened at the Foundation, it would be on the news. But it's just occurred to me that I probably do need to call the captain because I'd like an update on the protection detail that was sent for the CEO. Because she was on the list, right?
Yep.
And I just wonder if there's anything on there.
You look at the news, no mention of any violent crimes, any deaths, anything. You do see that there is a lot. You do see members of the some expert from the Foundation on a day-to-day show, because everyone is like, the big news is the fact that in a month time, one of the country's leading virtual idols is becoming a citizen, and there's a whole lot of division over it. Some people think it's ridiculous and it's just a marketing ploy. Others are more receptive to it, but it is the big talking point of the week, month, everything.
But nothing strange mentioned and nothing.
You check over the news, there's no mention. There's, of course, there's mention of, certain conflicts, certain things going on internationally, but nothing that is relevant to what you're looking for.
It's gotta be. He's just like, it's just me being paranoid. It's not. They're gonna text me back when they're able to. It's just all in my head. He knows they're going to have to go out at noon anyway, well, before noon to get there. He'll update Varys as well, just a text to say, we're scouting tonight. One on that list. Just that, in case it's being intercepted or anything, like people suggested.
And you just get a response saying, need backup?
Should be okay. How, any updates your end?
You get the response is details sent to each member, to each number. Nothing yet.
What about the Starling?
Nothing yet. Claiming amnesia.
Could be legit.
Your phone rings. Your Weaver rings, sorry.
I look at my Weaver.
It's Varys.
I pick it up.
Yeah, by the way, it says it was getting too long to text. So the Starling's claiming he didn't remember shit. We did the whole good cop, bad cop. Basically everything that we could when we were about to take him, back to a cell. Guy freaked out, threw Rodnar across the room, And he just leaves it hanging, just lets you process that sentence.
Pixie dust, man.
He subdued it. We subdued the guy again. We're looking at connections with some of the gangs, see if he just took the starling vest from someone. Because a lot of times, people just infiltrate those groups, cause issues, or, maybe that's the one good thing he does on his spare time. Nothing yet. I'll let you know. Though I do have some people looking into some of the more prominent members of the Starlings. See if we can find someone who maybe has a roster that we can, confirm with. I'll let you know when you find someone.
Weird request.
Yeah.
If you get a chance today, can you swing by the factory and see if Corin is there? Not the factory, the foundation.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the clearance to go into the foundation and ask questions. Not everyone is the son of of a prominent member of the organization.
I'm just. It's fine. It's just in my head. It's just me being paranoid.
Okay.
I'm just worried no one's responding to me.
Maybe they're doing things and can't get to the Weaver?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah. I know. It's all in my head. Just, I need you to tell me that. It's fine.
He just hangs up.
Yeah.
You two
else to do till noon, so I'm sitting in the room poking at this box some more.
Will and RaQui, you are taken on your own extreme makeover tour. And RaQui, you come back, you are very nervous, but Miran shows you a wealth of colors and styles, and there are sections of the store that are specific for people with wings and other appendages. So the clothes perfectly fit you. There's space for your wings, and you come out with at least 3 different attires that will leave to you, Kat, to design, to come up with, that are basically RaQui's street clothes. And Will, you come with your own very 80s, very colorful attires that perfectly complement your wild hair.
Awesome.
Remember, we were looking for like stealthy clothes though too, right?
Oh yeah.
There's one in like just more muted colors, just in case.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. I have clothes.
You return to the guild around 11 a.m. and around that time you get a call, Errol. The sergeant says, got the uniforms returned. No one at your place. No one answering the door or anything. Place, as far as we know, I mean, we didn't go in, but seems like no one's home.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and he hangs up.
He's with my mother, so it's fine. He's with Mum. She wouldn't let anything happen to him. At some point while they're all shopping, Errol is going to go and try to find out as much information as he can, what he wants to do is see if there's any records here of his mother's side of the family, because he couldn't find anything in his police records, right? So, well, nothing except for the bare minimum basics.
Where are you heading to get that information?
I guess the library. They must have record keepings and...
You head into the library and Keldar Gleamscale says, "Yes, can I help you with something?"
Good morning, Master Gleamscale, or Keldar. I wondered, it's a long shot, but I wondered if you'd heard the family name Natoli, which you probably have.
I know several, at first a few individuals of prominence in the more political arenas with that name, yes.
I just wondered if there was any records here of any of them, I don't know, being a part of anything shady.
Oh, like, you mean the Natoli cartel?
Oh, God.
Oh, yes, sir. There are several terms.
Tieflings.
I wouldn't... Usually cartels and even families have members of many ancestries. There is... No, it's not very common for them to just be of one... I hate the term, but any one race.
Can you, do you have books on this cartel that I could read about?
It would take a couple of hours to collate the sources. If you return at the end of the day, I shall have something for you.
Thank you. There's nothing specific to note just off the top of your head, perhaps. Are they still functioning? Are they still around?
Oh, I'm fairly certain they're still around, let's just say the good ones know how to stay hidden.
Thank you. I'll collect those at the end of the day. That's helpful.
Very good. And he rolls up and goes into the stack of books to start collecting your request.
I'll just go and wait for everybody else to get back, I guess.
You get a message on your Weaver from your dad. It says, "I was in the garden. Did you need anything?"
I'm going to ring him.
Hey, there's my baby boy.
Dad. You heard from Mum today, last night?
Yeah, she was here. She's always here. She went to work this morning, yes.
Okay, it's fine. I'm being paranoid. They're busy.
Okay.
With that out of the way, are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, you were there. Stuff's happening.
And? No one's coming after me. And as far as I know, you are meeting your uncle today, so soon no one's gonna be after you. So that's fine. And if they still are, you just send them my way, and I'll give them a stern talking to.
Thanks, Dad. I'm sure you could deal with this situation on your own. But I'm not going to call you into it because I'd rather you stay there safe.
Okay.
So Mum passed that on to you, did she?
Sorry, what?
That I was meeting my uncle.
No, her uncle told me himself.
Okay. I'm so confused, Dad. I never understand anything that's happening when Mum's concerned.
Your mother is a very complicated person.
Yes. She told me not to speak to him and then changed her mind. I know why.
They have a very tense relationship. She and him had a falling out a few decades ago. Some bridges are hard to build again.
On a side note, I met a friend of yours, Bolus.
Oh, that takes me back. Say hi to them for me.
I will. They're a character, Dad.
That they are.
Okay, just checking in. Hope you're okay. Please. Just text me if anything happens. You know I'll worry.
Like what? Anything?
I don't know. Mom doesn't come home.
If my petunias need water, do I message you?
You know what? Message me if you find some of those strawberries that keep popping up all over the place.
That I can do.
Because then I will know everything is okay.
I don't know how that correlates, but okay.
Because if there's no strawberries, you'll text me, and if there are strawberries, you'll text me, and either way, I'll know that you're okay.
If there's still strawberries, I'm not gonna text you because there's no point.
Work with me, Dad. It's fine.
Son, relax. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Repeat it after me. Everything is fine. Take a deep breath. Take a moment to smell the flowers. Or, well, I can smell the flowers. I'm in my garden. And then breathe out and say, everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
There we go. And he hangs up.
Errol makes a note that he should probably practice his breathing before he goes to bed. And we'll just, I guess if it's like 11, he's just going to start getting ready to go meet his uncle. Yes.
You come downstairs and you see RaQui looking, I don't know, miserable from having new clothing.
Oh, you guys look great. Did you have a good time?
Miran goes and
Talk to me.
Miran looks at this. They are absolutely fabulous. And with that, my purpose is complete. That'll be, in turns to you both, that'll be 500 bucklers, please. My service doesn't come cheap. And you see, you see receptionist goes, this once I'll cover it. Wonderful. Then I'll be seeing you at another time. And she falls to the ground into a pool of blood. And then the blood kind of disappears.
Okay.
Well, at least one of you had a good time. Where's Dagobert?
Probably in his room.
He's so stealthy he comes out of your pocket.
He'd fit. He's just standing behind me, isn't he?
I just walk in while she's leaving. I literally look exactly the same as I did before. Looks like I've combed me sideburns, but that's about it.
I mean, Errol had a bag for the safe house, so he probably is just wearing a dark t-shirt with a darker jacket. Like, everything else is pretty much the same. Big old boots.
I just need to put my bags in my room.
That can happen off screen. That happens in just minutes.
Yeah.
Poof, they're there. All right, come on. I'm gonna check. No, I he goes to start checking his car over. It's in your head, and he gets in his car with everybody else. He's got to try, man. He's got to try to get his shit together.
You get a call.
As I get in the car,
Yeah.
I pick it up.
Your father told me to give you a call. Everything's fine. Now stop bothering me. And hangs up.
Thanks, but... Why does he do things that he... Nope. Okay. Will, I'm really sorry for where we're going. You're not going to like it.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm changed now, so I'm not going to stand out so much. As long as they have good food, I'll be fine.
Errol, you're not driving, are you?
I'm not going to drive like a lunatic. I'm just going to drive.
Okay.
Like I do every day.
You said that last time I got in the car with you.
His car is like sterilized. There's nothing in this car.
As you get in, you start driving and you hear a slight beeping.
Is it the engine light? It's the gas tank.
You do make it to downtown, and there you get to the Starlit Chateau. It is your 3 Michelin star French restaurant. If the doors could be gold, they would be.
Okay. It's all going to be fine.
The door, sir, says reserved for private party.
Okay. Everybody ready?
Hmm?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine.
Errol kind of taps on the door, but then opens it anyway.
As you open it, there's a man standing there, basically dressed as your standard chef, with the little hat on the side. There's the other member of your party is waiting for you in the terrace. I will guide you there. I will be your chef for the day. My name is Arno. I am the head chef of this establishment. And, well, come with me.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. And follow.
Takes you out, opens a set of, French doors, and you are into it's walled by almost like a hedge from the outside, but it is a nice outdoor part of the restaurant. There is a table set. There's a pitcher of water. There's wine cooling, and you all see a tiefling there sat in a suit. There is a trench coat hanging from a hanger behind him that has been just put there like a coat hanger just for him. And he said, Errol, how are you, nephew?
Uncle, I'm okay. And I'll offer my hand.
He takes it. Yes. As for you, welcome. Please take a seat. I have asked Arno to do his best for us. You won't believe what you're eating. It's rather sublime, but enjoy the meal.
Thank you, sir. And your name is, sorry?
Giovanni.
Nice to meet you, Giovanni. I am Will.
You see him take out a note and scratch something out. So not Will-O-Wisp then.
No, I would prefer it if you just call me, well, my friends call me that.
Very good. He looks to RaQui, says, Doctor, your reputation precedes you. And then he looks to Dagobert. And there's just a smile on his face. And he says, Swiftfoot.
Dagobert replies, but he's using thieves' cant.
Mm-hmm.
So whilst it sounds like all he's saying is, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. But as though he's been really eloquent with it, what he's actually asking is, do you play the game?
You see him smile and just looks at it, just gives you a look, doesn't say a single word, but gives you a look that tells you, yeah, this guy, no, you're talking to the right person.
You see a little smile on Dagobert's face, and he just gives a little nod.
Food comes in, first an entree and so on. I hate to break this to you, Will, but you wish you could cook things this good.
That's fine, because every time something comes out, I'm gonna test their knowledge and be like, so what wine would be best for this? And like,
the chef gives you his recommendations, and they're fucking spot on.
Perfect. That's fine. I'm like, okay. It's got a good game going on here.
Giovanni, lets everyone eat and have a drink and everything, and goes, well, as you're here means you need some help.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to guess that what you need help is getting a certain group of people off your back.
I'm not going to ask how you know that, but yes.
It's simple. I can make that happen. It won't even be an effort. It will be my pleasure to do so. Sadly, there is something you would have to do for me.
There's always a catch.
As always, even amongst family.
There's two catches to this one. Oh. The first one is that at some point in the future, you'll need to do something for me. And this was just you, Errol. And the second one is for all of you, but also perhaps primarily for you, Errol. You drop this investigation right here, right now. And you see that the humor leaves his face entirely.
Wait, which part of the investigation are we talking?
Everything.
That's bull, she's left.
This investigation has already uncovered a lot.
Irrelevant for the current situation. You want to ensure the safety of everyone you care about and your brand new colleagues. That is the price.
I don't even know how my name got on this list.
I'm guessing you have something to do with this investigation, which is why you don't want us to
I'm going to be fairly clear with you. I am not here to answer your questions on this. If you want me to clear you out of this so that you can go and sleep without having a one eye open, or be able to walk down the street without worrying if something is going to happen to you or your loved ones, that is the price.
Yeah, I'm good with that. The only reason I'm doing this is to get them off my back. So,
sensible man.
Is the part that I don't like. I don't like owing favors that I don't know what I'm owing and to who.
You would owe them to me.
Yeah, but I don't really know you.
I'm family.
Your family who's willing to clear me, but for a price, and has already made clear that if I don't do this, the family is in danger.
consequences, dear boy. Every action has a consequence. Every choice has a consequence. Everything has a price to balance the scales.
Could you at least tell me which choice got me in this mess?
You got yourself into this mess.
I had nothing to do with this. I was just coming down to check out something irrelevant to the case.
And you found yourself in something much different. How you got here is not important. How you get yourself out, that's what matters. I can help you, but as I said, to balance the scales, there are consequences.
Now I see why Mother doesn't like you. I assume that we don't have to make this decision right now.
Actually, you do. If you walk away from this table, I'll take it as a no, and I will not offer this again.
Just so you know, he's not offering you a choice here.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, you're free to keep doing what you want, but I won't be able to protect you. You will live with the consequences of your actions and your job or whatever. What I'm not offering you is wiggle room.
What happens if I don't do these favors for you?
Consequences. To balance the scales.
You're talking about these scales as if I had any part of weighing either side of these.
We're not in control of the sides of it. We're just in control of what we can do to balance them.
No, you're in full control of what you can offer. You're just choosing.
Stop wasting time, Errol, and answer the question, and we can continue enjoying this wondrous meal. It is a simple yes or no. If you don't want my help, it's fine.
I need a minute.
And as you are given that moment, that you asked for that minute, we're going to go on our 10-minute break. And I think that will give you guys a chance to discuss what you want to do. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Everybody go stretch, hydrate. It's hot, so hydrate. And we'll be back in just a bit.
Ash, come on back.
And we're back.
There he is.
So he is. So is he. We return to our story in this tense negotiation at the Starlit Chateau. A wondrous 3 Michelin star meal in front of you. The chef plating everything for you, then realizing the tense atmosphere and kind of stopping in his tracks because he doesn't know what the hell's going on. Giovanni is looking intently at Errol.
Clearly, this was a waste of time.
I'll take that as a no then.
If you're not willing to protect family,
I am doing what I can to protect you. nephew.
No, you're
But
dragging me into stuff.
Stop being a child. There are prices to be paid for anything. Nothing in this world is free. Your friend there can attest to that. If you wanted things for free, you could have just stayed with the rest of your long gone friends shooting fairy dust off your nose. Don't waste my time. I'm here with a serious offer and a serious proposal, and and to protect you from these very serious people. There have better be consequences. And I'm just asking for one simple thing. Drop it. I really want the best for you, nephew. I really do. But you make it so difficult.
There's too many people being hurt.
And are they more important than your family? What about the rest of you? I already have Mr. Swiftfoot's answer. What about you, Doctor? And you, Miss Saul?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to decline the offer just due to the scale of which it involves people that I care about, including my mission in life, really.
An idealist. Very dangerous, that.
Yes.
Doctor?
I'm with Miss Soul, and I will be declining your offer. I've seen far too much as part of this ongoing investigation to understand that no one life is more important than another.
Wow, so righteous. Turns out you were right, nephew. This was a waste of time. And he stands up, grabs his trench coat from the hanger and says, Arnold will continue serving your meal. I will take my leave. I wish you the best, nephew. I really do. Come to me when you've returned to your senses. And he walks out.
Anything happens, I'm coming for you.
Errol, he walks to you and picks you up with one hand from the chair. Says, do not threaten me, boy. Threaten me one more time, and I will forget family, and I will make you disappear. And he drops you. Turns and walks through the restaurant and out. I need everyone else to make a wisdom saving throw.
I did not enjoy that.
13.
Oh, great. Helpful, but wasted probably.
30-20.
How much?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Nice.
15.
That was an intimidate, if that wasn't clear.
Yep.
The natural 20 and the dirty 20 and the 15. It's intense, but you're not too terrified. Dagobert, you've added this person to your list of do not fuck with them.
Yeah. I was pretty sure he was close to that list anyway, but that's just done it. And it's Dagobert's like, why? Why did you say that? Why would you piss him off? He's apparently powerful enough to get the quiet off our backs, and you threatened him.
Because he's family, and his offer was to protect us. You don't make those offers with prices or consequences.
As he said, everything has a consequence. You do not know how much danger he would have put himself in with this deal. And the consequences of your decision is that my life, which I was willing to drop this case to save, is now still in danger.
You can still drop this case, Mr. Swiftfoot. You can leave.
With the quiet still on my back. How long do you think I'd last?
He's just left. Follow him.
He's not.
But I'm
quiet.
telling you now, that means that they're involved.
It means he has power.
It means that they're above.
Involved.
There's something worse than the quiet out there.
And you just pissed him off.
This case has really serious repercussions, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, but that just now, doesn't that tell you how many people are in danger if we drop this?
I already know how many people are in danger. I have... Errol?
I'm not talking about this. We're just leaving.
We need to have a conversation.
About what?
About your history.
What history?
We don't have to do it here.
You think I've had talks about my history? A lot has been spoken about. I'm a police officer. You don't just walk into that.
Oh, I know that. It's not regarding any accusations or anything like that. In fact, the conversation that I would like to have with you is one of I suppose you could say, a friendly, sympathetic conversation.
What for?
Because I know people who
She's
have
one of the few
struggled like
people.
you.
She's one of the few people who doesn't think you're a dick. Benedict, Dagobert's looking around. He's ready for his next course.
Freudian slip.
Yeah, Freudian. You can serve the food. It is still superb. It is the best food you've had in a long time. And you are served the full meal, including dessert. And you are told you can stay basically for as long as you like. The gentleman had reserved the restaurant for the entire day.
Errol, when he said he was leaving, is leaving. He is walking out of the room and he is phoning his mother.
You call your mother and
she'll be pissed.
Errol.
Things went badly.
I know.
Whatever you do to keep people safe, please keep everyone else safe.
I'm going to give you one piece of advice, Errol. And I already gave it to you once. And I am going to reinforce it now. Not be in any contact, especially now, with Giovanni.
I don't plan to be.
Don't go after him. Don't go poking your nose into his business. I can't protect you from him.
I'm not going after him. I'm just trying to finish this damn investigation.
Then a word of advice. Don't threaten people. I just had a call.
For someone to say that they're family and not want to protect family, I'm sorry. I should have held my tongue, but I couldn't.
I know what your uncle offered you. And for the record, he was right. Everything has a price. And she hangs up.
I'm going to go sit in the car and wait for people to come back out.
The rest of you are eating your meal. You finish everything. Do you discuss anything or just continue your meal in silence?
I'm going to ask Dagobert some questions. So you were happy with the deal? I understand, obviously, the quiet is dangerous. Why do you want to give up the investigation?
Do you really think we're in any position to really handle this?
I mean, no.
You're a cook. I'm a reporter.
I know.
We've got a mythical, maybe make-believe, but apparently not, criminal organisation trying to kill us. I like writing about it. I don't want to be in the story. I definitely don't want to be in the morgue. This is our chance for an easy get-out-of-jail card. I understand other people's lives are in stake, but it's got to be someone better than us.
The problem is, if I give this up, if I gave this up, I wouldn't have anything basically left.
You'd be able to go back to your restaurant and keep doing your cooking.
I don't have a restaurant. I have a side business, and that's it. But that's not what that's not my life goal. My life goal is to help people. And those people are the ones who are in danger.
No, and us. But we've made this, well, you've three made this decision. My life's on the line, so I'll do my utmost to make sure none of us die. But he, and he points towards a door, has problems.
He does have problems.
We all.
It kind of makes sense as well why he has problems now.
His paranoia is going to get us in trouble. We need to understand that.
I know.
But at least we got our last meal before we die. It was lovely. Let's make sure we get another one.
It does kind of leave a bitter taste in your mouth, doesn't it?
I don't know, the dessert was pretty sweet.
I'm going to get up from the table, but do you guys mind if I just have a little moment with him before you come out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Errol, you get a message to your Weaver. The message is from your dad. It says, "Don't worry about Giovanni, I'll handle him. That's all it says.
I'm gonna knock on the window.
I'm gonna forward it to my mother. She can deal with him.
You get, very strangely, you get an immediate reply to the message, and your mother is a very eloquent person. The message is pretty much shit, fuck. It's just, oh no. That's all she says. Oh no.
I phone my dad.
It goes to voicemail.
Shit.
Tap, tap, tap.
I look up and I'm like, mm-mm. And I ring him again.
He hangs up. Hello, Errol. What's up?
Dad,
Yes.
please don't.
Then what?
Whatever it is you're doing, don't do it.
I don't know what you're talking about, son.
How are the strawberries, Dad?
No strawberry, son.
Dad, you're literally my hero. But I really think this is... I'm just not... We should just leave him alone.
You know, have you ever heard someone change their voice going from, whatever tone they normally use to a very cold tone? Just change their speech pattern for a moment. And you get that sense of, take this very seriously. You just hear these words and it says, "No one threatens my son." And he hangs up.
I click so that the car door's unlocked so she can get in.
I'm gonna slide into the seat next to him.
Where are the others?
They are still eating at the moment. So, are you going to talk to me about what just happened?
About what? Which part? The part where I clearly know nothing about my family and they're somehow involved in this investigation, which is probably why I was told to drop it.
I kind of knew that part.
Now, I can't say that to anybody. Because the very, very least, not bringing that man into this. It's not why you're here, though. You're here because of the comment that he made. It was a long time ago. I was a stupid teenager.
Most teenagers were stupid. Are stupid. Will be stupid.
Yeah, but I was stupid and I had money.
Yes.
And, you met my mother, right?
Yes.
Or you saw her.
Yes.
I didn't start off that badly, and then it got really bad, but I worked really hard to put things back together.
I know. I've helped people with things like that.
Yeah, I went to rehab. I know the spiel. You don't need to give it to me.
Which spiel?
Take your pick. I've pretty much heard them all.
I wasn't going to give you a spiel, actually. If I'm being perfectly honest, I was just going to ask if you had been to rehab or if you needed help still.
I have been, but this is not my normal case load. I deal with, pretty, maybe not necessarily cut and dry, but, standard cases. Someone's been murdered or something's
they're
been...
not exactly standard cases.
This shit doesn't happen. And if it does, it's way above my pay grade, and I'm here in the middle of it. But look, what I didn't say is that there was a hit list, and my name was already on it. And I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
So I was involved in this before this case even became my case, and I've just come off of a string of really intense, pretty bad cases. And I've never, in at least 15 years. That's not true, that's a lie. 10 years. I've never wanted to have a drink or any other substance that I know I started, probably wouldn't be able to stop. Right now, I had to walk away. There was wine on the table. I think my whole family is in danger, and I wish I could protect them. I wish I could have taken that offer, but
Okay, a few things I want to say. 1, congratulations on not taking any substances within the past 10 or so years. 2, congratulations on leaving the room, so you did not take those substances. And 3, we didn't take the deal either. It's not just you.
It's a bit different though, isn't it?
How?
You're not, you're part of this investigation, but you can walk away at any point. You're consultants, you're here because you were accidentally involved.
No, I can't just walk away from this because this involves something that is very, very close and dear to me. If I walk away, I will still be investigating this. With your help or not. And I'm pretty sure Dr. RaQui is exactly the same. She had a room full of notes, papers, a notebook that was filled with everything that she has worked on regarding this. She was not going to leave that.
I don't
Even
think...
if you said, no, I'm talking. Even if you agreed to this, we would not have agreed to it. And because of that, you need to try and not let your assholey uncle, who thinks he's more better than everyone else because he has money, power, and things like that, and the rest of your family get into your head and make you feel like you're worthless just because you had a blip when you were a kid. And I know that that's why you're paranoid, why you're trying so desperately to kiss their asses to try and get their relationships back. I don't know my family. I grew up in foster care. But you know what? If I ever do find my real family, the first thing I'm going to do is shove a finger up their ass and tell them to go fuck themselves. Because I didn't need them to become who I am. You don't need your family to make you who you are. You make you who you are. And that is my pep talk.
Thank you.
It's okay.
And for the record, I'm sure they didn't have your real family is whoever raised you, but
Exactly.
whoever
My birth parents.
whoever birthed you, I'm sure they had a reason.
They can swivel on my middle finger. Now, take a breath. The others will be here in a moment. And we'll just go back. And we'll think of other things.
Yeah, they need to hurry up because I'm pretty sure we need to get out of here.
And I messaged them on my Weaver saying, coast clear, you can come out now.
When the message comes through, RaQui gets up to head to the car, goes, "You come in."
Dagobert grabs a bottle of wine off the table and just starts walking out with it.
You all get in the car in silence.
Right, so I suppose we're all going to the same destination?
Oh, it's like lunchtime. We're going to go regroup.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think regrouping and then we'll go do some scouting in maybe an hour or so. I don't think we should leave it till it's too dark.
That's dependent on if Dagobert here, if you're going to the same destination as us or parting ways with us.
As I said inside, I'm stuck with you guys now. The Quieter is still after me.
Mm-hmm.
Till we deal with this, my life's unsafe. So I've got to help you. Cheers. He takes a glug of the wine.
Errol stares at him in the rearview mirror. Gives a very pointed
Make a
look towards Will.
make a perception check, Errol.
God. Hang on. I'll tell you what that is. Oh, good. +0. 3.
You're too focused on that bottle of wine. But, well, you do have a higher passive perception.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of follow his line, but you look at the rearview mirror, you see Giovanni in the rearview mirror. He's further away down the street, but you see him there on the sidewalk watching the car.
Okay. I'm gonna get out of the car quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, so how do you check this thing for explosives? and kind of
Um,
open the door and
Errol's
go.
now checking his car over.
And then I'm gonna point to Giovanni and be like, he's watching the car, so that's why I'm a bit.
Errol doesn't follow where she points. He'll just look at her and go, don't interact.
That's why I'm checking the car.
I'd like to check my car over for explosives.
Make an investigation check.
Will,
I'm gonna help you, even though I don't quite know what I'm looking for. But I'm gonna look.
Investigation. 17.
You find that someone had placed something in your car, but it was there are signs that like it was ripped off. And since you're already watching, well, you see Giovanni like toss something in the air in one hand and catch it, and then throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I thought.
And turns around and walks away.
Okay.
So
This is our freebie.
whatever was here, he's just got rid of it.
It's a freebie. This is the... proving a point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to continue to check the car over. Like, make sure that was the only thing.
There's nothing else. Well, yeah, there is something else. There's something like tucked in the chassis, and it is a note, and it literally says, "You get a free one." One. You don't find anything else.
Does the bin explode?
No.
They needed an ignition, and it's not got one now. Errol will... He sort of scrunches the note up, but like taps it to his head like he's saying thank you, and he makes a very quick gesture like he's making a prayer, as in like thank you, because he's...
Do you want me to drive?
He's pretty sure that's some kind of sign, so he's just saying thank you.
Do you want me to drive?
No, I mean, you can. And he'll tell you how his car works, because he doesn't know if you can drive.
I can drive. It's fine. I drive a van. But okay.
A van. Yeah, I'm telling you how my car works.
And to specify, it is a white man van.
Oh, God. Please don't hurt my car.
That's what I drive, not a people carrier van.
So who's driving?
I'm driving.
You get out behind the wheel of this car and you realize that this is, a model car that does have a mana receptor, meaning that if you can supply your own mana to increase the performance of the engine.
Ooh, fancy.
Meaning you can spend mana points to make this thing go faster.
Yeah, I could do that. How do you drive this?
I mean, Errol tells you how he drives it, but he can't do that. I guess he can, sort of, but he can't really do that.
You just realize that he's driving this car like someone from the Empire would, like someone without mana, just driving it normally. Which is, it's so weird. Because the mana doesn't just boost speed, it actually improves every aspect of this car, brakes, everything.
Yeah, It's
Sit down, Will. Do it.
I'm going to, but I'm also.
Please don't hurt my car.
I'm not gonna hurt your car. Jesus. I'm gonna adjust the wind mirror, adjust the seat,
Yeah, you
so I
probably
get in
need
the
to bring the seat because he's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, I don't want to like drive like this. I'm gonna like actually move it forward and get myself comfortable and be like, yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna. You can change this back. It's not gonna stay like this forever. And then spend mana and go.
How much do you spend?
I'm gonna spend. I'm probably gonna rest after this. I'll spend like 10 mana. It's not just on speed.
Holy shit.
If this car goes past the speed limit, Errol is like, stop.
I'm gonna tell you, if you putting 10 mana into this car, one, it'll drive like a dream. It'll be the most responsive car on the planet. It'll also be a case that if you push this engine, you'll break the sound barrier.
Yeah, I won't push the engine.
Like
I'll just
two.
Like 2 mana is enough, really.
I can know. Okay, fine. You know what? Actually, I'm going to spend 3 just because I want to make it super nice.
It drives perfect. Because the mana hits all the systems, the air conditioning becomes almost like atmosphere control. It's the perfect temperature, and you don't feel bumps on the road. It brakes when you want to. It turns when you want to. It is the perfect ride. And it gives you advantage on any drive check.
Yeah.
Where are you going now? Are you heading straight for the Brightbrow district, the warehouses?
No. We're going to go back to the guild first. Because I'm spending some mana driving this and kind of want to make sure that we have all of our equipment that we need that we potentially don't have with us and things like that. So.
Okay. Okay, you return to the Seekers Guild, park your car, and return there. There's the usual foot traffic, both Seekers coming in and out, and people coming in and out with requests. Bolus is very busy. Are you guys doing anything while there, or it's just a case of return, rest, and then head out?
I think return, rest, and head out is what
I would like to speak to Bolus because I want to know what's going on with my dad.
Bolus is, sweetie, I can't talk to you right now. I'm swamped. Let's talk in the evening. If you return here, we'll talk then. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, this one's really quick. How likely is it that he'll run into danger and make it out alive?
Oh, your father? 20 out of 10. Don't worry.
How did I not know this? I make a note that I'm meeting him for dinner or something. In fact, Errol makes a note that he's buying Bolus dinner. I don't know where from, but that's what we're doing.
I'm going to rest. When are we leaving?
Dagobert, you're the expert here.
Since when?
Since we're going scouting.
Yeah, but I don't know what that's got to do with going to this factory.
Well, is it better to sneak around? Is it better to sneak around in the darkness when there may also be shady stuff going on?
It's best not to be seen sneaking around.
Well, yeah.
That's why we
asked you to help.
Yes, so we're not going to be sneaking around. We want to go there while there's enough foot traffic that we don't stand out.
Yeah, so what?
So
4, 5, 6.
Well, from my understanding of a little bit of research I've done, we should be looking at going around work knockoff time. There's a lot of factories around the area, a lot of warehouses. So like 3, half 3, 4 o'clock.
It's about 1 p.m. right now.
A couple of hours.
So when there's a lot of people walking back and forth, leaving work, going into work, shift changes.
Cool. So we'll meet back here in about an hour and a half, I guess. How long is it going to? Yeah, how long
is the drive?
The drive there from where you are, it's about half an hour if there's no traffic.
I will call the captain and see if I can get them to bring me a nondescript car to borrow for this to drive over.
Isn't your car already a civilian car?
Yeah, but yeah, it's fine then. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I may have been seen in it, but it's fine.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
Resting and heading out, I think. So,
yeah. If you're resting, you can take a short rest, and you can spend both hit die and mana dice to recover your mana.
Don't need to. We slept. We've had a long rest, and nothing happened.
Short rest, my mana.
So, in case anyone is wondering, it's not a factor because no one's a wizard. But the arcane recovery of the wizard means they roll d12s, and they add. They're basically they don't roll d12s. They just add 12 back. They roll a max die.
Do I get my mana back?
I'm going to head to the library and see how much more I can read in the time.
In an hour, you won't get enough.
Okay.
I mean, I can allow you to do it, but you would roll your investigation with disadvantage. Because you will be literally rushing.
Okay. I'll leave it then.
Okay.
So we go head out now? If time's over?
Yep. Yeah. You get on your car and drive there. Who's driving now?
Does anybody stare at Errol like they want to drive?
So who's driving? Is Will driving now again?
I kind of look at everyone and be like, bumpy or smooth?
Rude.
That's a stupid question. Smooth.
Anybody but Errol.
Okay.
Rude.
I drive.
He tosses his keys at Will, but then sits.
How much mana do you spend for this one?
I do 3 again, so I recover 3 and I spend 3 again.
Okay. Again, it stays the way you had set it, and you drive towards the Proudburrow district, the industrial district of the city. A lot of warehouses, a lot of cranes, there are some minor factories, but mostly just a whole bunch of warehouses.
Any particular one?
Are you going to park specifically near the one you're looking, or?
I tell Will that we should park somewhere else.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if there's which particular one it is so that I can not park outside of it.
No, we should park somewhere where this car's not going to get wrecked or stolen, and we'll walk over.
What type of car is it?
There's a parking garage where you can pay and park the car. You can pay either $5 bucklers an hour, or 1 mana an hour. It accepts both kinds of payments.
I'm gonna start with a mana, and I press my. I don't know what you do. Press your hand against it, I guess.
In
But
your case,
I have to use my little module.
Yeah. You basically just, it's almost like if you're paying with a credit card on your phone.
No, I tap my phone.
You
Don't
just
tap my Weaver.
You just tap your Weaver with that module, and just one of your 5 mana is discounted. And then you have 1 hour, or, you know, you basically pay 1 hour in advance, and then you come back, you pay back the total.
It's not a fancy car, is it?
Up to Arrow, is it a fancy schmancy car?
That's why I'm asking.
It's like, I feel like he bought it when he was just putting his shit together, so it was probably a decent car, like maybe a little on the fancy side, but it's like pretty old now. Wouldn't necessarily be considered all that fancy anymore.
It's well kept, but it's got some mileage and some age.
That's fine. Don't need to worry that someone's going to key your car or anything. And if they do, then it's not that much of an issue.
Okay. You are in the warehouse district. There's a lot of people walking, people coming and going, all different ancestries, all different kinds of people walking from different jobs to different factories. Some people heading out to lunch, like late lunch or returning from lunch.
So I'd like to make a note. Errol left his badge in his room. He's not bringing that with him.
Okay.
Because on the off chance that they get, I don't know, pulled in, he doesn't want to get like, oh look, this guy's got a badge.
Okay.
So, where are we going?
Address is this way, I guess.
You move through the district and you find a warehouse smaller than the rest, and it says Mayflower Paintings Inc. And as you approach, you see a guy on a bike, almost like a courier, come up, hand an individual at the door a piece of paper. He's handing a piece of paper to a human. Dressed in just, you know, a simple, like long sleeve shirt, no buttons, just like a normal, just normal everyday shirt, just long sleeved, with, you know, cargo pants, belt, boots, and he has a clipboard. He takes the paper, turns his back, grabs a box, hands it to the courier, straps it to the courier's bike, and they go. Those of you, Will and RaQui, you have the highest passive perception. You see that the box that was handed to the courier had a bunch of spray cans.
Oh, interesting. So, is this... what was this place called again? Sorry, Kevin?
Mayflower Paintings Incorporated.
Okay. So, just to be clear, we're investigating a paints warehouse?
Yeah, we went over this briefly. This is...
Oh, this is what you think the paint is for the graffiti, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
this was specifically mentioned as a place to get more. But this could be... There could be a legit front.
Okay, cool. Just so you know. So, what are we investigating?
We're just scouting out, seeing what's going on, noting down anybody of note.
Okay.
Seeing if anything strange happens.
Do we take note of the courier that they use? Is there just one courier or is there multiple couriers?
At this moment, you just saw one.
Okay.
As you arrive.
Yep.
Are you staying outside of, like, far away, just looking at this place?
No, we're going to continue walking slowly along. Like, not dawdling, but at like a slow, normal walking pace.
Okay. You,
Yeah, I thought
Yep, you walk past the warehouse. Inside, since you are all actually actively looking, make a perception check.
15.
9.
11.
22.
22. You look through the front door, just looking around. I will ask, as you pass the front of this place, I need you all to make a deception check.
Oh no, that's all right.
If enough of you pass it, good. If not, well.
17.
17.
Deception.
I'm just going to say I stand out pretty well because of my hair with the 4.
Okay.
15.
15, okay.
17.
That's really
17.
good.
At least half of you succeeded. So it is a group success. The DC, be it the inside, was 16.
Oh shit. That was so close.
And 2 of you are very, one more than the other. Errol, you do your best to be subtle, but you're not very subtle. And Will is practically staring inside. With your different results, Dagobert, you see inside there's a lot of people. There's some people packing up those boxes with more cans of paint. Will, you notice that at the back there's someone there is an orc just painting on having 2 spray cans and just painting on the wall this complicated mural. It's almost like he's painting. It seems like the scene of almost like a play.
Mm.
There's a guy on the floor with his hand raised, a woman with a spear in front of him, a choir in the back, and the dude's just freestyling this painting with just these 2 spray cans. Everything looks iridescent. The painting itself is iridescent, multicolored, but somehow the guy managed to add just the right concentrations of it, to add shadings and gradients. It's impressive as fuck.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of slow down and just be like, oh, wow.
And there's your 4. You're like, damn.
That's awesome.
RaQui, you notice that there is someone at the back, almost on a chair, with a clipboard, just sending people, giving cans and packages to people that then head out through another exit from the warehouse. And this is a young man, or at least male presenting, with like a sleeveless shirt, black pants, like black cargo pants, sandals. His skin, the makeup in his skin reminds you a lot of Will. It's this grayish with like fiery lines, and has this gigantic, almost fiery pompadour hair just at the front of his head. Looks like a greaser from the 50s, but Genasi. That's all. Bit my tongue.
Oh, no.
Anywho, that's what you see. The man at the front looks at you, Will, kind of notice back. He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's every time we need to try out, we get a kind of bad batch. We just give some to him to try out. It's always impressive.
Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Yeah, sure. Come on in. You come in and there's about 4 people inside, aside from other, people that just come in, grab a package and go. You see that there is you see the Genasi now. You see the orc, this guy human at the door, and there is a young woman just sitting behind the desk, almost with a laptop, basically. Her skin tone is also grayish, but it's almost like granite gray, and she has elven traits, and like just piercing blue, like the entire eye is blue. You're fairly certain they're drow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just tapping at a terminal, and eventually looking up, going, and then going back to work.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of take a bit of a closer look and just be like, it's actually even cooler in person, closer.
You see the man turns like, thank you. It's nice to be appreciated. I run out. Can I have more? And you see the drow young woman goes, no, you had enough. Wait until the next bad batch. That's enough. He goes, oh man. Oh well. Sing I have a bit more, and he just signs it at the bottom. And he just signs it Lynn. Lin.
That your name, or is that just your?
I know that's my name.
Hi, I'm Will.
I'm Lynn.
I like your work.
Thank you. If you're here, are you interested in buying paints?
Actually, I was going for a walk with some friends, and actually just kind of noticed this and came in.
Oh, make a deception check, please.
Oh, I require deception. 19. That's
19.
not too bad.
19.
Oh.
The orc goes, yeah, awesome. I mean, thank you for coming in. The guy at the door goes, no, that's fine. You notice that the drow looks at you, notices your body language, closes the laptop, and turns to the Genasi and just gives him a shake. Roll the natural 20.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, no, this is pretty honest. This is really cool.
Make a perception check.
Oh no. Yeah. 7. This dice going in jail now.
You realize that you've been, that the drow person is giving you a weird look, but you're focused on that. All the rest of you outside notice that the young man at the front, like at the just the entrance of the warehouse, takes a step inside and starts lowering the shutter to the warehouse.
What is she doing?
So Ricky's gonna make her way over there and be like, "Hey, Will, come on, we got somewhere to be."
You turn around, they're closing this warehouse on you.
Oh.
With you inside, and you notice the look. Now you realize the looks they're giving you, and you realize, oh, you fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So apparently, I must have said something offensive. I apologize. Lynn, nice to meet you. I'm gonna go.
You start walking towards the shutter, and are intercepted by the Genasi gentleman, and he goes, "Hey, not so fast. You came in here for a sample? Let's talk. Just, you know, if you're gonna come in and check the place out, you don't need to give us any story that you were just having a walk with some friends. You wanted to come here, so let's drop the pretense. And if you came here for me, hey, I'm already here. So, what's up?
I actually came in here because I saw that. I was actually going to not come in here, but then I saw that work.
Linda's great work. Linda's great work. But my dear friend there, she's a good judge of character. And I can tell from the look on her face, she's very certain that you're bullshitting us right now.
I just said I'd like to work.
Why are you really here?
That's not bullshitting.
Why are you really here?
Why am I really here? I was asked to come here. But I don't know exactly why.
The people outside, they asked you to come in here?
Well, they didn't ask me to come in here, like I said. I came in here because I saw this work.
Fine. Paul Rick, ask our new friends outside to come inside. The shutter raises a bit, and he leans down and says, "Hey, you, come in."
Oh. Is that all of us or just me? Because I'm still
He looks at all of you.
Okay.
Because you're all pretty much standing outside the building.
I'm just gonna look back at like Errol and Dagobert for a bit of direction. Like, are you guys gonna move? Am I gonna be the only one going in?
Dagobert's like got a look of annoyance on his face. He's looks rather pissed off with a certain stupid fucking fire genasi.
At this point is when Errol realizes that she's even gone. He's like, "What? Where did she go?"
And he slowly trudges forward, realizing we're about to be in a fucking fight.
Yep. Well, I'm going in, even if you guys aren't. So I'm just going to go and stand next to Will.
The Genasi guy goes, "Hey, that's two. Any more?" And the guy at the shutter just does this. Well, ask them come in. So we're turning this into a party tonight. It goes, "Mira, lock the place down." He just opens the laptop, taps a few things, and you see windows begin to shut.
Okay, I thought this was like just a normal sort of paint warehouse, and you guys have got a lot of.
Hell yeah! Hey, if I set my place up so I can shut it down with a button.
That's really impressive.
Takes time.
What securities company do you get this from?
We're just a minor startup.
Huh.
Anyway, but that's not important right now. What's important is that bring your friends in here, will you?
Head in.
You basically almost like drop to the ground and like crawl because the shutter's just been raised partially.
I'm like you need to. It's got to come out. I can't even get my horns.
It raises it a bit more just for you to kind of crawl under it. And Dagobert goes inside as well, or Dagobert books it?
Dagobert walks in.
You go inside, and the shutter is closed again, and he puts a lock on it, and just points towards the Gentleman in the middle goes, hey, see, now we're all here, and now I can ask this properly. Who the fuck are you, and what are you doing here? And don't give me no bullshit that you were here just having a walk. You were coming here. Why?
I'm Will.
And she's stupid.
Apparently so.
You see that he gives you a look. Say, wait. Your name's Will?
Mm-hmm.
Tall?
Yes.
Little sis! And that's where we're going to end our session.
Yeah, it's not the only one with family shit.
Oh, God.
Okay.
He's got the big hair. We should have known.
I know, but I was like, nah. I was gonna ask, like, how do you do your hair? But I was like, nah, I'll leave it.
Yeah, and that's it for our session for episode 4, Rough Terrain. Sorry, is it episode 4 or 5 now? I don't know.
5.
5, it's 5. 5 Rough Terrain. Yeah. We're back next week with our next episode. We'll see. Will there be a fight? Will there be a family reunion? Perhaps yes to both.
Family
Yes.
funeral.
It's gonna be an arm wrestle. Wrestle, that's what's gonna happen.
It'll all be solved in an arm wrestling. It'll be insult sword fighting. That's how it's gonna go.
Be soul. Soul blades at dawn.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the end of our session. Thank you everyone who joined us. And before we go just once again go around the room. Everyone can tell you who they are, who they played, and if they so desire, where you can find them online. So, Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I played Dagobert Lightfoot, and I hate gymnastics.
Actually, Swiftfoot, you got it right the first time.
Round.
I'm just going to change my last name every session now.
Yeah. That's the real international man of mystery. It'll be something foot every time. Cat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I've been playing RaQui. The group medical examiner. And next session's gonna be fun.
Jade.
I'm Jade. I played Will and what the fuck.
And Nate.
Hi, I'm Nate. I've been playing Errol. You can find me at Twitter under Tiniest Sidekick. And you will not catch us again until next week.
Yep. That's going to be it for us for tonight. Thank you for watching. We hope you had a good time. And we will see you next time. Bye.